ready whenever.
That start to the game last week, is that as well as you've seen Shedeur play for kind of an extended stretch there?
Yeah, it felt good there off the jump. Felt like all of our guys offensively were in the right spots. It feels like we've had a little bit of momentum here. Did not sustain it throughout the game, obviously as a group, not just singularly at Shedeur, but did not sustain it as a group. But I thought he made really good decisions, made a couple high-level throws there. You know, obviously when you start a drive with an explosive like we did on that second series, that breathes a lot of confidence into the group. That breathes a lot of confidence into the quarterback. And usually when you have an explosive, like your percentages of scoring on that drive go up astronomically. And we did. We finished that drive in the end zone with another explosive to Harold. So I want to build off of that for sure. Want to continue to have confidence. And, you know, a lot of the messaging with Shedeur throughout, like when we play like that, like you're breathing confidence into the entire group. And we're going to, you know, continue to call it in a way where we're breathing confidence into you and allowing you to lead the offense and continue to push the ball to the areas of the field that we need to. And, you know, we had one with Rocket there where it was incomplete, but we had a run action there in that second drive. They played a too high coverage, and we checked it down, similar to what he did against Buffalo. And it's just continue to build the repetition of making the right decision and, you know, taking the ball where the defense allows it to go.
What's been the struggle, though? You talk about not being able to sustain it. What is there something you can pinpoint as been the thing that's really kind of?
There's always a combination. It's not one position group or one thing. Like in this game, it felt like we got behind the sticks, whether it was a penalty and at an untimely opportunity. Like we had a couple explosive runs that get called back. We have, you know, maybe we don't execute exactly the way we want to on an early down, and then we're behind the sticks, and then we're playing uphill. Or, you know, there at the end of the game, we're backed up, and we're kind of in 4 minute, not in 4 minute, and, you know, we just don't sustain the drive there. We get to a 3rd and 1 and don't execute the way we want to. So, you know, it comes back to our execution. It's very rarely something that, you know, we aren't prepared for. It's just we got to hone in on things that we got to execute as coaches, as players, to make sure that we can sustain those drives and then avoid some of the untimely penalties as best we can.
How's your confidence as a play caller grown as you've grown to know more about Shedeur?
Yeah, I think that relationship's so important between the quarterback and the play caller, and you know, really being on the same page. I think every week that continues to grow. You know, as he gets more comfortable, as we all get more comfortable and trusting in what we're doing, you know, you feel like you can call games more aggressively. You can call plays in a way that you're going to solve the issues and you're going to make the right plays when they're there and then solve the problems when they're not. And Shedeur's done a really nice job of that throughout the year. And, you know, there's teachable moments in every game that we want to continue to work on. And there's certainly those for myself as well. And it's been a good experience working together and moving forward.
About how he's you know, growing week by week and learning the why, you know, when he goes out on the field. But when you look at like big picture for the offseason, what is it about an offseason that, you know, allows a first-year starter or rookie quarterback to really come back and really be proficient in that second year?
Yeah, I think for any individual, like, you are able to step away a little bit, right? Like, you're so in the weeds during the season of the game plan and looking at things through a very specific lens. I think when you step away from the season, you have the opportunity to look at it maybe from a different vantage point. You can take your time a little bit looking at things and where you improve. You know, you face this sometimes when players get injured and they have to like step away from being in the huddle and looking at it on the field. Like sometimes you have a new perspective of stepping away and seeing things, and it helps you as you move forward. I think when you get out of the rush of, hey, I'm a rookie, I'm playing, I'm preparing, all of this is new to me, all of this is a lot, like I'm trying to manage that. I think when you have a little bit more time to be patient, to look at it, to, you know, really evaluate the areas, I think you just have more of an opportunity to learn and grow from those than it is in season.
He's willing to take those big shots and those explosives and look for those kinds of things. Do you sometimes just have to live with the picks here and there, or how do you reconcile that?
I think it always comes back to me first. All right, do we have the look that we want to take the explosive against, or do we not, right? And when we don't, so much of that of the quarterback position is solving the problem and making the right decision. So for me, it's constantly like my focus on to make sure that we're giving him all the information, all the education to, hey, this is what we want to attack. This is what, if they play this can be an issue. Here are your solutions. And look, he's created plays. A lot of quarterbacks create plays off script, and you got to find the balance of, all right, is there something here off script, or is it time to take our loss? And sometimes a gain of 0 is okay in this situation. But those are all moments that we continue to teach off of, and it's our job, my job as the coach to make sure during the week we're getting him to understand, or getting all of our players to understand this.
6 we ain't gonna miss, so you already know. Don't pour me no Kool-Aid. Why do I need Kool-Aid? Where's the Kool-Aid Mafia at? We don't need nothing. We don't. Upside down. Kool-Aid. Kool-Aid. Hey, listen, we gonna shut the chat down. I need all my ones. If you in the Kool-Aid Mafia and you got the wrist up, I need the ones. Let me just sit this on my lap as I talk. You see what it is.
Tuck yourself in, G.
Let's tuck myself in.
Put it out where it is. Should make a sweatshirt.
Cleveland Browns fan. I don't have no other teams. I ain't got a fallback team. I ain't got a team in case they move. I like them. I ain't got a team that I could just pull up. I root for 3 teams: the Cam McKinley Bulldogs, the Ohio Bobcats, and the Cleveland Browns.
Oh, I thought you were a Buckeye fan too.
I can't root for them. I'm not gonna cry if the Buckeyes lose. I root for them because I got friends that play for them. But guess what? I'm gonna use your analogy.
I didn't know that.
I'm gonna use your analogy. Shout out to the Buckeyes. If the Buckeyes beat that team up north 13-6, we ain't crying about the way it looked. We're gonna take that L. We're gonna take them W's too. We're gonna take all W's we get. The Pittsburgh Steelers. Shout out to them. I respect what they do. I respect their organization. I respect Mike Tomlin. But let me just tell you something. If you want to measure how you want to get a culture started, you want to measure how you go about winning games, you get a bunch of young guys like they did today or yesterday, and you get them to go out there and play the way they did. I'm going to spoil a lot of y'all's stuff today. Y'all didn't even think I was coming with this. Didn't even understand it. Hey, Kevin Stefanski, come here and let me talk to you real quick.
Coming with this.
No, hold on.
Not this part.
Not this part. Kevin Stefanski. Great job. What, G. Bush? Hold on. Stop.
Yeah, I wasn't expecting that.
Cole, I'm going to give credit where credit is due. You know why I'm going to give him credit? See, this is what you can do. I don't got to, if I don't believe Kevin Stefanski is a long-term answer, it don't matter. In football, you can give credit where credit is due. The Cleveland Browns came out there yesterday, in a terrible game where he probably knows what his fate is, but his team played hard. He called timeout when he needed to call timeout. Carson Schlesinger was hobbling around and refused to come out of the game. Harold Fanning gave it what he could. He caught the touchdown pass, and they got the dub. You know what I saw? They didn't give up on him.
No, they played hard.
They played hard.
Yeah.
So I'm going to show y'all can give credit where credit is due. Mason Graham, we got on you all last week. We killed you all last week. Guess what? Game ball for you. Leader of the Kool-Aid Mafia. You played your tail off. You were sideline to sideline, moving around, getting it done. I like what I seen from Mason Graham. And then finally with Shedeur Sanders, I'm going to show y'all how this really works. Listen, Shedeur Sanders had 2 throws that were inexcusable. Clip this for everybody that looks around here. Clip it so you can see it. C.G. Bush told him that interception that he threw across his body cannot happen. His dad knew it. He knew it. Stefanski knew it. Everybody in the stadium knew it. And you could see his face on the bench. He said, ooh, I want that one back. That was inexcusable. The second one was where he threw this ball that was a turnover-worthy throw. When they almost jumped that route. They dropped it, though. They dropped it. The first interception, 68, we'll talk about you. You got to be like a drum all day. Listen, we're not going to talk about that. But let me tell you, them first two interception-worthy, turnover-worthy throws, there was that. But let me tell you what I did see from him. I seen throws in the intermediate game plus 10 yards. Plus 10 yards, the Jerry Jeudy throws. I seen Cedric Tillman corner route. I seen Isaiah Bond deep over route. I seen him get to his third step, hit the progression. I seen him throw it between 2-3 windows. I seen him move in the protection. Tony Romo talked about it. Tony said, ooh, that's high-level quarterback play. I like what he did. That wasn't even really no route. He just threw it over there. I like what I seen from him. Shedeur Sanders is a rookie. But it's undeniable you see throws. That tantalizing thing you see, Jay, that's him making throws and plays and getting better each and every week. He took 2 sacks this game. Aaron Rodgers took 2 sacks for 8 yards. Shedeur Sanders was only for 2 yards. That means he's not running backwards. I saw him changing the protection, and I saw him doing it, and he's getting better each and every game. And the biggest thing we talk about, when we talked about it before, when he threw for 365 against the Tennessee Titans, we said, that's nice. We got to get the dub. The Pittsburgh Steelers came into this game, and they could have clinched the division on your field. And the Cleveland Browns found a way to do what?
Take that win.
Get that
Is
W.
that really their